For the playing for the national anthems, we will start with the national anthem for Team USA. And now, O Canada.
Hello and welcome to the Seville Community Sports Center at the University of Alberta here in Edmonton. It's the 2023 Sitting Volleyball PanAmerican Zonal Championship, a qualifier for next year's Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. My name is Rob Snook. This women's round robin match, this women's best of 5 match is a battle between USA and Canada. This could be the day that the team from south of the 49th parallel punches its ticket to Paris, already leading this series 2-0. In match 1, it was Canada winning the first 2 sets. It was USA roaring back for the reverse sweep. In match number 2, it was Canada winning the first set. It was USA roaring back to win the next 3 and take the match in 4. This will be 5 games they will play this week regardless. However, it is a best-of-5 series, so unless Canada wins today, this will the ticket to Paris will go to the team from the U.S. This is the third of 3 games today here on center court at the Seville Community Sports Center. All kinds of volleyball players filling the building for the Canadian Nationals. Great to see them from all over. And hopefully many of them are enjoying this action as well. 2023 ParaVolley PanAmerican Zonal Championships. USA with the numbers in their favor yesterday. Slight edge in block points, 17-13. Slight edge, a little more than a slight edge in aces with 10-5. Fewer service errors, just 1 for the Americans, 4 for Team Canada, and better attacking percentage as well. Now let's meet the officials in tonight's game.
Number 9, Tia Edwards. Number 14, Kaleo ParaVolley. Number 15, Nikki Nieves. And Olvero, number 10, Sydney Satchel. Team USA is coached by Bill Hamilton. And now the starting line for your Team Canada. Number 2, Julie Rosen. Number 3, Danielle Ellis. Number 4, Jennifer Oates. Number 9, Sarah Monica. Number 11, Heidi Peter. Number 15, Felicia Shafi. And the girl, number 5, Hayden Bear. Team Canada is coached by Nicole Van.
Identical starting lineups for both teams that we saw in yesterday's match, and identical that we saw in the match on day one as well. This is the third of 5 games, matches that is, that they will play this week, regardless of the outcome of this one. But Canada knows they must win to keep their hopes alive to punch their ticket to Paris 2024. Doesn't mean they can't go to Paris 24, but they would have to do it at another qualifying event, not this one. Only one spot is available among these two teams. Danielle Ellis for Canada, their captain, leads this event in scoring. She scored 41 points in the 2 games, had 22 in the opener, had 19 yesterday. And USA's leading scorer has been Heather Erickson, back-to-back 16-point games. USA's leading server has been Kaleo Kanahele. Make no mistake about it, she has been dynamite from the baseline. Kanahele has had 56 serves so far in this series, has had 1 error and 10 aces. We are ready to go. It is Canada in red serving USA in white. And this third match of this best-of-5 series is underway. Canada serves it at Erickson. Canadian coverage is there. There's the back row attack, and that is out from the attack from Danielle Ellis. And that's the start Canada hoping for. Ellis now back to the service line, the 31-year-old from White Rock, British Columbia, on the national team since 2009. She wastes no time after that referee's whistle. Touch off the block gives USA the point. They'll send their best server back to the baseline. This is the aforementioned Kaleo Kanahele, 26 out of Honolulu, Hawaii, 3-time Paralympian. Canada trying to end her service run quickly. Canadian coverage has been exceptional through this event. Tia Edwards with a swing. It goes off of Oakes and out. Edwards has been really solid for USA so far in this event. She had 10 points in the opening game and 13 points yesterday. So Kanahele back to serve yet again. Over on 1. Here's a chance for USA, but then they give it away, and that's going to drop. Vosh Shafiq makes them pay for the mistake. This might be a game of who commits the fewest mistakes. Nicole Ban has her Canadian team coached so well that their coverage is excellent around their attack. Ellis sets it across for Malenka. Shiflett covered by Canada. Vosh Shafiq finds the floor. Felicia Vosh Shafiq had 6 points in yesterday's game. It always seems like she gets them at crucial times. That was one of those as well. That gives Canada a 3-2 lead. Canadians serving it at Erickson. Maybe trying to make the USA's top hitter work as hard as possible. They go at her then on the attack. 2-point lead for the Canadians. USA's attacking efficiency 39% after yesterday's game, 33% for Canada. It's a significant difference. This time the serve goes at Satchel. And a mistake from Edwards. And the point for Canada, 3-point lead early on here in this opening set. Canadians silver medalists last year at the World Championships. USA, after losing the semifinals, pulled off a bronze medal performance after back-to-back Paralympic titles in Tokyo and in Rio. Oh, nice recovery there from Vas Shafiq. Here's Edwards. Canada up at the net, and they get another point. And timeout call from Bill Hammader, head coach of USA, wants to talk about things. Canada did qualify for Tokyo 2020. The games, of course, were held in 21. They did it by winning the qualifying tournament in Halifax, Nova Scotia in February of 2020 before the world shut down. Wound up with a 4th place showing there, proving to be among the top 5, top 4, top 3, top 2 teams in the world. This week they have just slightly been outdone by USA. USA ranked number 1 in the world, Canada ranked number 3 in the world. Vas Shafiq back at the service line. Her team up by 4 here early in this opening set. Back to Erickson they go. And nice play by Monique Matthews to tool that off the block of Peters and out. Matthews, another key member of this USA team, at 20 points yesterday after a 13-point game in the opener. The one-hand tip doesn't pay off, but that attack from Erickson does. Erickson just celebrated her 30th birthday this week, the Fayetteville, North Carolina native. The tip from Malenka doesn't work, but the swing from Peters sure does. Canada extends that lead to 7-4, and that's going to send Sarah Malenka back to the service line from Vegreville, Alberta. Head at the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology. She's there for coverage. Oakes with the set for Ellis, back row swing. Oakes off the block. Now she tips it deep. Hustling back is Satchel. Erickson. And it's going to drop. And the two Canadians have a brief discussion down low. The two Canadians being Ellis and Malenka. Just confirming whose ball that was. USA rotation. That's going to bring Nikki Nieves into the game, a 33-year-old from Kissimmee, Florida. Malenka sets it across for Cozen, and Julie Cozen gets a big point. She was held to just 2 in yesterday's game, so if they can get a little more from her, that could be the difference. Heidi Peters, 3 aces in yesterday's match. And she's got her first ace in this match. Anyone who tells you about a commentator's curse, you tell them it's bunk. Because it's all about the players and what they're doing on the floor, and it has nothing to do with the commentators. And a back-to-back aces for Heidi Peters. Canada jumps out to a 10-5 lead. Bill Hammer sitting back down on the USA side, the head coach. Peters now swings all the way over to the left side. And she's been called on a violation, waiting too long to serve. Referee in this game is Debra Santos from Brazil. The second referee is Carlos Conde, also from Brazil. That is not what Canada wanted to see and how they wanted to see that service run end. There's no touch on that swing from Oakes. USA trying to charge back here, 7 serving 10. This is Lexi Shiflett. She will celebrate her birthday tomorrow. She is a Minnesotan in the land of 10,000 lakes. The overpass from Canada leads to the Nieves point. Lexi Shiflett, a couple of Paralympic gold medals to her credit. She's played over 100 matches for the Stars and Stripes. She's been a starter in every game this week, and a dynamite server does it again there. Timeout call, ban. She saw a 10-5 lead turn into a 10-9 lead, and so the Canadian coach, Nicole Ban, wants a break. Pretty good crowd on hand to cheer on. Well, you got to think a lot of them are Canadian fans to cheer on the home side here in Edmonton. A lot of the Canadian players are from Alberta. I count 7 plus the head coach. Alexis Shiflett looks for a hole on the Canadian reception. Oakes, Ellis, nice coverage again. Canada, but Ellis can't get there. And this set is all square at 10 apiece. Good reaction off that play at the net, and Canada gets a point out of that hard work. Not sure if it was Oakes or Ellis who got a piece of that, attempting to block that serve, but then a really good reaction in the back row by Peters. Good battle at the net, and that ball is out. After a nice reaction, reflex reaction by the Canadians to just get it over. Heather Erickson, her first serves of the match, the MVP of the Rio Paralympic Games back in 2016. Good play to send that one deep by USA. Nieves. Americans inch back out front by a single point. They have not won an opening set yet here this week. And another nice tip in the middle from Nieves. Shafiq rattles that off of the arms of the blockers. Brings the team in red back to a single point. This is Jennifer Oakes out of Calgary, had 8 points in yesterday's game. One of these fiery players who can really get hot in stretches. Already the 4th point of the match for Nieves. And she started on the bench at the libero on the floor. Canada can't make a play on that. And the U.S. lead is now 3. USA turned to Laura Webster yesterday, the 5-time Paralympian. She played in the later sets and did a nice job. Peters is going to set that one up to Vosh Shafiq, and she tried to think for a little more than was available, tried to bite off a little more than she could chew. Into the game comes Edmontonian Caitlin Wright. She's going to replace Felicia Vosh Shafiq for now. Malenka sets Ellis. And hesitation as to whether there's a touch or not. They're going to say no touch. And Ellis is adamant that there was a touch. I think she's saying at the very least, if you're not sure, then give us a reserve. But she seems content with the decision, does the Canadian captain Danielle Ellis. Here's Nieves. USA up by 5 points now. Edwards goes off of Peters and then out. She thought she had the angle right. Timeout call Canada, with USA up by 6. American team starting slowly in this set. They have started slowly throughout this week and have come on strong in the matches. But now they look like they have awoken the fire from within, and they've got a nice cushion here. And they'll try to nurse home the 6-point lead in this opening set. Nikki Nieves. Wright tries to put that one off the block. And Canada didn't really get a block there in the way of Matthews. And the Americans seem to be running away with this opening set, now ahead by 7. Canada tries to go over on 2. Erickson with a great reaction to keep the play alive. USA a great chance here, and Kenna Haley hammers it off of the hands of the blocker. Felicia Vosh Shafiq is coming back in for Wright. With a back row attack from Peters. And now Malenka. And that's something they've been looking for. Well, there could be a long way to go yet here this evening, so you want to get as many points as you can and get as many players firing as possible, regardless of the outcome of this set. But of course, you want to challenge if you can. Good reaction by the Canadians at the net. Here's Peters, left hand touch, drops at the feet of Kenna Haley, but the call goes against Canada for a lifting play on Peters. And again, Danielle Ellis wants to go over and chat with first referee Deborah Santos. And she does it in an agreeable way, so it's smart to have that kind of a discussion with the official. Kaleo Kanahele. Good reaction by Erickson. Here's Oakes. Big back row swing from Jennifer Oakes. Canada had a nice run earlier with Felicia Voss-Shafiq serving. See if she can do it again here. Her team down by 7. Peters hammers that one off the block. Some players like the ball tight to the net. Some players like it well off the net. That one was well off the net, and Peters just crushed it. 15 serving 21. And make it 16. The ball drops right in front of Heather Erickson, and that's going to cause USA to shift its defensive reception. Its service reception. And we're going to get a lift call on Sydney Satchel, which is, I think, the first time I have seen that this week on a serve. They let almost everything go, but that one was just a little too much, says referee Santos. And with USA's lead down to 4, they call a timeout. Yeah, I am absolutely amazed at the first touch contact and that you see in general in volleyball nowadays, but particularly here this week. It's obviously really tough to bump a ball, and so you've got to get the hands involved upward, up above. USA was up by 7 not long ago. It's a 4-point lead now. Voss-Shafiq serves it at Satchel. That time she does bump it. Matthews is blocked. She's going to set it across for Edwards. That goes off the hands of the blocker, Malenka. And that's a key point for the U.S. as they stop that run. This is Monique Matthews, the 23-year-old from Ardmore, Oklahoma. She was voted best blocker, that is, at Tokyo 2020. Another impressive back row attack from Danielle Ellis. (18 serving 22). This might be the most important points here coming up the set. Maybe that thought flashed through the mind of Sarah Malenka as well. Sends that one deep. USA now just a couple points away from drawing first blood in this one. Here's Edwards. Oakes hammers that one off of Matthews. Canada's leading scorer, by the way, is Felicia Voss-Shafiq with 5 points. And we'll call that an ace from Peters. Remember how she started the match? Well, she's picking up where she left off. Another ace for Peters. And another one. She is on fire from that baseline. Canada is within 2. Another tough play for the U.S. Nieves sends the ball deep and out. Oh my, that is super close. Canada is within a single point here in this opening set. Another tough serve, but this time USA has it. Canada covers. Here's Ellis. Another swing maybe. She'll go across for Kozin. Canada sends it over. This is going to be a double contact on the Canadians, and they don't argue this play. And it is set point USA. That is a tough way to watch it happen, but it's legit. Lexi Shiflett serving for the set for the visitors from the U.S. Deep ball out. And that's going to be USA taking the opening set 25-20. Doing something here, 25-22 rather. That's something they haven't done all week, which is win an opening set. And who knows if it'll change the outcome. Match one, they lost the first two. In match two, they lost the opening set. Here they take the opening set. And you wonder if Canada has something in reserve. They gotta like a lot of things they did well in that opening set. Heidi Peters led the Canadians with 6 points. She was dynamite from the baseline with 4 aces. Regardless of the outcome of this match, Canada-USA will play again tomorrow. These two teams will battle at 4:30 local time here, Mountain Time in Alberta. And then on Saturday, they will play the final game of this competition at 4 p.m. We'll get started a little earlier on Saturday. First game at 11, the bronze medal game on the men's side. At 1:30, it'll be the gold medal game on the men's side. And then at 4 o'clock, the final game between these two teams. No changes in the starting lineup for Canada for set number 2. No changes in the starting lineup for USA here in set number 2. And it's time. Here we go. Set number 2. USA in their white jerseys serving Canada in red. Americans win the opening set. They lead this best of 5 series 2 matches to nothing. Canada must win today to keep their hopes of punching a ticket alive to Paris 2024 this week. And that is just out on the deep ball. actually, this has been overruled. And the original call was that the ball was out, and it has been called in. So it is point Canada. They get the first of set number 2. Danielle Ellis now. And Felicia Voss-Shafik kind of trapped that one up at the net. Good reaction, though. Monique Matthews held fairly quiet in that opening set. She can really catch fire. This is going to be a net violation against Oaks of Canada. Their elbow into the net. And Matthews now starting to rev it up with a dynamite serve. Canada goes with that back row attack. And Erickson puts that one off of the antenna and out, so regardless, it went out. I think she thought for a moment she might have brushed it off the Canadian, but not the way it was seen by the official. Felicia Voss-Shafik serves it at Satchel. Edwards' swing goes out without a touch, and Canada draws even at 3-3. Good reaction by Erickson. Peters, USA covers. Edwards with the roll shot, kept alive Canada. Here's Peters again, but she puts too much on it. And it is USA point as they inch back ahead. Malenka, the bump set across for Kozin, and she is being called for lifting, as in the backside off the floor. Jennifer Oakes with a nice swing. USA's got Sydney Satchel, the libero, right there in the middle, trying to cover as many balls as she can. She covers that one, but Canada has it. Satchel again, and this one's going to drop on the USA side, and that's all square. Satchel was really busy in the match yesterday. 21 receptions, 52% positive. Malenka, tough serve. Matthews gets help from Satchel. Sent over by Erickson. Oakes tries the tip. She can't finish, but Kozin can. Julie Kozin's 4th point of the match. Canada inches ahead here. And Heather Erickson just a power up at the net. Aggressive and making the smart play there. Lexi Shiflett, just one of these players who is so versatile. She can set, she can be a libero if needed. Makes all kinds of great plays. Kenna Halley hammers that one off the hands of Ellis. Shafiq into set, and then a big swing from Oakes. 4th point of the match for Oakes. Amazingly, that was her 19th attack already. Wow. Heidi Peters' serve does put USA in trouble, but they find a way to get it over, and then Canada scrambles. Quick word from Canadian coach Nicole Ban before they get set for the serve from Erickson. Oh, that joust at the net, pushed over by Canada. Finally, the ball is going to die on the USA side. And we're all square at 8. Julie Cozen's going to go back to serve. If you just joined us, Canada had a big comeback in that opening set, but USA managed to prevail 25-22. Cozen muscles that one a little too much, and USA with a good call to leave it. Nikki Nieves, who was a member of the USA team that won gold in Rio in 2016. Bump set across, and I think there's a touch here off the block. There is. And it was Matthews, who was USA's best blocker in the second game of this week. Among her 21 points, she had 9 block points. So Canada knows the challenge they have with Matthews up at the net, and Oakes misses the line. This is trying to put USA in trouble. 10-9, Americans lead here in set number 2. They won the opener, and they know what that means. Nice recovery by the Canadians. Malenka got it right in her wheelhouse, and she hits that like a rocket launch. Canadian captain Danielle Ellis, the pride of White Rock, BC. If you're not from Canada, British Columbia, one province over from Alberta. How about that ace for the White Rocker? And that ball is out, but not by much. 11-11. Nice crowd filtering in here for this evening's battle at the Seville Community Sports Center. International volleyball. Not every day you have that happening. Malenka with a swing that's picked up by Kanahele. Erickson punches it over. Here's Vos Shafiq with a deep ball that scores the point. 8 points in the game for Felicia Vos Shafiq. Sends her back to the service line. Her team up by a single point here in set number 2. Good reaction by Erickson just when it looked like USA was in trouble. Erickson now with a swing for the point. Tip. Kept alive, Americans. Here's Erickson again. This time she hits it too hard. It always amazes me the amount of teaching that is going on. You see it a lot from Canadian coach Nicole Ban, who has crafted, molded this team into an international contender. And an ace from Tia Edwards. Finds the absolute perfect spot to put the ball between the two Canadians. Cozen sets it. Kanahali hits it off the block. Point Canada. We're square at 13. Satchel comes back in for the U.S. Malenka to serve. Oh, that's close. And it is out. Just missing is Sarah Malenka. Lexi Shiflett back to serve. She had a dynamite serving run earlier. Good up from Oakes. And then Ellis, Peters hammers it off the block to give Canada the point. Well, no doubt there's ParaVolley fans watching from all over the world. We're glad to have you along. This is a world-class battle between these two North American rivals, ranked 1 and 3 in the world. What a block! Nieves and Kanahali. I think Kanahali got all. 15-14 USA. Good coverage again by Shiflett. Canada covers around it as well. Here's Ellis. Picked up by Matthews. Kept alive by Matthews. Satchel with a ball that she knows she should have left, but she was in the process of covering it. And that's a crucial point for the team in red. The team primarily in red, not the team with one player in red. Julie Cozen, 23 years of age, out of Melfort, Saskatchewan, serves it at Satchel. Matthews' tip is precise and perfect. Free ball sent deep. Ericsson's got it. And then Matthews has got it. What a great set from Lexi Shiflett. Just a sweet little back set. Matthews was ready, hammers it home. 2-point lead USA, timeout Canada. See on the USA side, the bottom right of your screen, Laura Webster, the 5-time Paralympian, leans in with a couple of words to share with her teammates. And when a 5-time Paralympian with 5 medals does that, then you listen. Here's Nieves. Overpass. Kept alive, Canada. Joust at the net. And it's going to be point USA. Wow, what a joust. That was almost long enough to be called a reserve. Edwards, and she just hits it beautifully. Tia Edwards doesn't always hit it like a rocket, but she seems to so often find the smooth play to make. Canada's bringing in Jennifer McCreesh into the front row. There's Smithers, British Columbia. She's appeared in each of the 3 matches so far. Well, the Canadians really got themselves in trouble there. 2 players trying to set and nobody at the net to deal with the ball. And it's make it a 5-point lead. USA. Canada calls another timeout as they try to regroup here and avoid falling down 2-0. Among the things that have impressed me in this match, you watch players like number 6 on USA, Heather Erickson, number 7 on USA, Monique Matthews. Yes, they get credit for a lot of big kills, but they also seem to get their team out of trouble. When there's a play and it seems like it's going to drop on their side, they find a way to poke the ball over and give them a chance to fight for another play. And those have been crucial plays. So they might not be piling up the points, but they are keeping their team from giving up points. 20 serving 15. Nieves on a great serving run here. Back row attack, Malenka. Canada recycles. And this time it's going to drop. Much to the chagrin of Kenna Haley. Vash Shafiq is coming back in for McCreesh. That didn't last long. Jen Oakes back to serve. And again, Matthews, just the right play to make. Brush it off the block and score the point, 21-16. Kenna Haley just continues to fire those aces. And coming in for Canada, Angelina Dolazar at the libero position. Hayden Vare hasn't really appeared in this game for Canada. And that's a huge block for Ellis. Angelina Dolazar from St. Albert, Alberta. That's only about 25 minutes away from where we are here at the Seville Community Sports Center. So that was a brief appearance by Dolazar, but it helped Canada turn things the other direction for a while. Let's see if they can continue. They can. And they're within 3. With Ellis serving and with Bill Hamner, the head coach of USA, calling a timeout. Ebbs and flows, that's what we've been seeing all week between these two teams. One gets on a run, the other responds. So far, USA has had the overall edge. Canada trying to write a new script. And that's the thing, the script has not been written yet. You get a chance, starting right now, to rewrite it. And nothing is carved in stone. Both coaches know that. Every player on every team knows that. It's not about what's happened in the past, even though you draw confidence from your resume. Danielle Ellis in her 14th year as a national team player for Canada has the ball. She's the captain of this squad. Good reaction by both teams. Malenka, Ellis, picked up by Satchel. Erickson's going to send it over. Great reaction at the net. Peters covered by Erickson. Vash Shafiq is covered. Here's Matthews. Great rally. It continues, and it's over. Edwards finishes the rally with a great shot on the angle. What a rally that was. Neither team giving an inch. Monique Matthews. Serves it at Kozin. Malinka back to Oakes. Goes off the block and out. Canada hits 20. Still a ways to go. Down by 3. But they are believing out there on the floor, the team in red. Over from Matthews. Oakes sets Malenka, hammers it on the angle, and it's a 2-point game. Couple of reminders from Coach Bill Hameter to one of his star players, Monique Matthews. Erickson shovels that one down the line but misses, and it's a 1-point game, and it's another timeout call, USA. And what an effort here by Canada, trying to avoid going down 2-0, and they are fighting for their lives. Goldan, the head coach of Canada, former professional player over in Europe, turning that into a brilliant coaching career. Some last-minute words to Canada's Heidi Peters from Neerlandia, Alberta. One of the many Albertans on this team. Vash Shafiq, 22 serving 23 here in set 2. The block from Canada. Kinahalli sets Matthews, picked up by Ellis. Here's Peters, and that's tied. What a monstrous swing from Heidi Peters to tie it up. Here's a chance for Canada. Peters has to reach and then shovels it too hard and deep. It was a good reaction and it was a nice idea. But this is going to give USA set point with Tia Edwards at the baseline. Canada making sure everything is covered. See if Edwards tries to drop it in the space here. Erickson pushes it over. Canada out! It is called out, and it is set over. It was so close. You wish you could see it again, but the official immediately put the flag up. And it is USA taking set number 2, 25-23. Incredible. Here's the numbers I have particularly updated for the Canadian side. Heidi Peters and Felicia Voss-Shafiq lead the scoring with 9 points each. Peters doing it with 4 aces to help her cause, which is pretty phenomenal. Don't have all the USA numbers completely up to date. What I do have is Tia Edwards with 8 points to lead their scoring, but it could well be different. I can tell you this, only 3 points decided the teams in set 1, only 2 points decided the teams in set number 2. Canada goes right back with its same starting lineup. And what do you say if you're Nicole Ban? Let's do everything that we've been doing and just avoid those 3 or 4 errors. But then again, USA's made a few errors and they've still found a way. So Bill Hamiter with a challenge to his team to try to sweep this match and punch their ticket to Paris 2024, which will no doubt elicit a huge celebration for the team on the left of your screen if they can do it. And will they be on the left if and when they do it? How many sets will it take? Here we go, set number 3. The 12th set between these teams over the last 48 hours or so. Well, glad to have you along in this ParaVolley PanAmerica Zonal Championship webcast wherever you're watching worldwide. My name is Rob Snook. Love the sport of volleyball in all its forms, and thrilled to be calling this battle, this North American battle between the number 1 and number 3 ranked teams in the world. One of them will punch a ticket to the Paralympic Games. We are underway in set number 3. Edwards picked up by Ellis. Here's Peters. And that went off the blocker, then off the antenna. Then yes, it did drop on the Canadian side, but the antenna part was the key. Here's Canada's captain, Danielle Ellis. Oh, good reaction by Oakes, and then Shiflett had no choice but to play that ball. So a quick start by Canada. Matthews up and waiting at the net and stuffs that one down for the monster block. Here's Kanahele. Super consistent server for USA. Here's Peters. That goes off of Edwards. And it's a 3-1 lead, Canada. We've got a net touch on Canada's Cozen, I believe. Finally, the ball falls on the USA side. Peters and Malenka both had a lot to say about that. It's going to be 4 serving 2. Let's see where Sarah Malenka goes with this. Sends it up, Kanahele. And that one got trapped on the top of the net by Cozen. Such an unfortunate play that you basically never see in the standing game. A little confusion here, but we've got a medical situation that needs to be taken care of. Lexi Shiflett needs a little tape. So out comes the therapist trainer for Team USA. Have not seen a lot of substitutions in this game yet today. Canada did bring in Jennifer McCreesh briefly. Tia Edwards now, out of Skyhook, Oklahoma. And Canada comes right back with the side out to make it a 5-3 lead. Skyhook, by the way, I believe is how it's written. From Oklahoma, I apologize. I'm getting that wrong. Good extra effort at the net by Canada. This is going to be called on the double contact from Satchel. She is so athletic back there, usually makes the right play, and every once in a while, even the great ones make mistakes. Peters. Good second effort. Here's Ellis. Good coverage by the U.S. Nieves. And that's going to fall on the Canadian side. Voss Shafiq and Peters both going after it. Four serving six here in set three. Ellis, cross court, picked up by the U.S. Kenna Haley, covered by Canada. Nieves, covered by Canada. And that's going to be called on the double hit. You kind of knew that. You could just see the kind of double contact. Play it back in your mind. 5 serving 6 now. Ellis tries to hammer that one. It was tight to the net, trying to be aggressive. But a good reaction from Erickson to get up there with the block. And I think we got another lifting call here on Cozen. A nice idea with the tip, but just got to keep that torso in contact with the ground. And we're all tied. In fact, we're up by a point, USA. Voss Shafiq sets it across for Cozen. Canada sticking with this group right now. Down by a couple. Down by 3. Timeout call coming from Canadian coach Nicole Ban. Still early stages here in this third set, but USA playing with the confidence of knowing they've won the first 2. They've won the first 2 matches. Canada just a half a step behind here so far. Let's see if they can find any answers. So far, the Canadian scoring parade has been led by Heidi Peters with 12 points. USA has done a great job of limiting Danielle Ellis. She's held to just 5 points so far, which is phenomenal because she had 22 in the first game, 19 in the second game. They do want to spread the offense around, though. They'll be happy to get the wins one way or the other. Shiflett continues her serving run. And Ellis hammers that off the block and out. Just what the doctor ordered, possibly there. 6-point of the match for Ellis. The lead is only 2. Here's Julie Cozen. Out of Melfort, Saskatchewan. And I think we're getting a net touch here on the setter, Shiflett. And we've got a 1-point game again. Good coverage by Canada. Vosh Shafiq has to bump it over. Free ball chance, USA. Shiflett sets Erickson. She tools it off the block and gives USA the ball back and a 2-point lead. Oh, Vosh Shafiq beautifully off the blocker. Just a little late getting up there, I think was Nieves. Jennifer Oakes serves it at Satchel. Nieves is blocked, covered by Canada, hammered by Malenka, and tie game at 10 apiece. And an ace for Jennifer Oakes to give Canada the lead. Matthews hammers that one. And the call was made long before Canada sent the ball back over. No particular argument from the Canadians there. We're all square at 11 here in set 3. Good play by Malenka to send that deep. So good that it scores the point. Serve of the match for Danielle Ellis. Good coverage again by Canada. Good coverage by USA. Here's Edwards. Dynamite coverage, both teams. World class, finally put down by Matthews. Haley serving from that far extreme corner of the court on the right side in that position number 1. Serves it all the way across to Ellis. Here's Vosh Shafiq. Wipes it off the block. Who is going to blink first here in this third set? Serve at Shiflett. And a big swing by Matthews. Took out some frustration on that one, I think. 13-13. Oh, nice play by Cozen. Just a slight hesitation there. And fooled the blockers enough that she went off the top of the hands. And a mistake, a rare one by Heather Erickson. 2-point lead, Canada. Here's Malenka. accomplished standing volleyball player, able-bodied, so she has a great history in this game. Good effort by Erickson, but she ran out of real estate there. And it's a 3-point lead for the team in red. Good second effort by the Americans. This is going to be a free ball over. Oakes, though, calls her own number, and the setter dump pays off, and it's a 4-point lead, Canada. Well, okay, they have reversed this call, and it is now a 2-point lead. Okay, so USA. Edwards. And that just missed. No, it doesn't. It's overruled by the first referee. The line judge thought it was out. First referee says it is in, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point game. What a turn of events. And that is out. It didn't miss by much either, but more than the last one. Canada's best server in the match has been Heidi Peters with 4 aces. She's got the ball in her hands here. Her team up by 2 points. Nieves is blocked, and it's a 3-point lead, Canada here, unless something else happened. No, it is a 3-point lead. Malenka gets it across for Ellis, and it goes off the block and stays on the Canadian side. That's an important point for the U.S. They inch back to within 2. First appearance in the match for Laura Webster, the 36-year-old at a Point Lookout, New York, the 19-year veteran on the U.S. national team with 5 Paralympic medals in her 5 Paralympic games. She is on the floor, middle blocker. But the ball's going to drop after the block at the net. And it's 19-16 Canada. Julie Cozen back to serve. And that one's going to fall. USA brings some serious size into the game. Here comes Whitney Dostie out of Tucson, Arizona, former professional standing volleyball player. Malenka off hands, and it is point Canada. Three-point lead. Jennifer Oakes to serve. And it's a 4-point lead. And it's a timeout call, USA. Now it's going to be interesting to see how USA responds here. Bill Haminer first with a few words to Whitney Dostie, and then with words to the team. Everybody tuned into the coach's message. Heidi Peters leads all Canadian scorers so far in the match with 13 points. Felicia Voss-Shafik has 11. Jennifer Oakes has 10. Oakes now with the ball in her hand. 21 serving 17. Dostie, that's covered. Erickson sends it over, and we've got a back row violation, I believe, here. And another double contact called on a serve against Satchel. She's not happy about it, but I think she knows it's the right call. Kenna Haley's coming back into the game for Dostie. (23-17). Here's Voss-Shafik, what a bullet shot! And Canada's got set point. In fact, Canada's got 7 of them. And USA uses its last timeout. Now this is dynamite action. USA won the first set. In case you just joined us, 25-22. USA won the second set, 25-23, but it is Canada with set point here, and 7 of them, in fact. Jennifer Oakes back to serve, the 25-year-old from Calgary. She's got 11 points already in the match. Blocked by Canada. Left hand over from Erickson. Canadians, can they finish? Not yet. And it's in, and it's not done yet. Great second effort by USA to keep that alive. So Laura Webster goes back to serve. She had 10 points in yesterday's match as a substitute in game 2 and on. She's got her first service point here. Canada's still working with 5 set points. You almost wish you didn't know that. I want to think this next one's the most important. Oakes, Malenka, is it off hands? It is, and Canada's not done yet. Not ready to acquiesce the Paralympic berth to USA. And they have forced a 4th set with a 25-19 win. Canada going with the same lineup here for set number 4. USA is going to have Laura Webster starting in the back row in position 6. So she came in as a substitute there in set 3. Playing in place of Nicole Nieves, who continues to be one of the biggest cheerleaders on the USA side. She doesn't let her position on the floor or on the sidelines get in the way of her exuberance, and that's great to see. But here we go. Set number 4. A Paralympic berth could be on the line for USA. Canada wants to delay that and possibly take it themselves later this week. Opening point goes to Canada. Malenka. She's got 11 in the match now. Based on my stats, Monique Matthews leads USA with 12 points. Heidi Peters leads Canada with 13 points. Eriksson's attack picked up by Canada. Then what a swing from Ellis. That's a thing of beauty, that is. Like the back set to Peters, and there's no touch, but regardless, there's a lifting call called against Canada. So USA's leading scorer in the match is Matthews. She's ready to serve. Over on 1, so this is a chance for USA. Eriksson just pummels that one off the block. She's hit quite a few finesse shots in this game, but that was not one of them. Fine work at the net by both teams. And it finally drops on the USA side. That's going to give Canada the 3-2 lead. Felicia Voss-Chavik has really played brilliantly for Canada in this game. 12 points for her. This is an overpass, but it's still going to drop down on the Canadian side. Voss-Chavik saying that maybe I was a little slow getting back there for coverage. And she, I think, needs some medical tape. Ellis, captain, quickly checking that with the referee, and out comes the medical tape. So Felicia Voss-Chavik knew what she needed immediately, and it was just a matter of getting everybody else on board. 3-3 the score in set 4. Tia Edwards. And that one never had a chance. This Canadian team, silver medalist last year at the World Championships. This U.S. team, gold at the last 2 Paralympic Games. We're not kidding when we say these are 2 of the best teams in the world. Here's Kozin, covered by Matthews. Free ball sent over. Ellis, back row attack. Here's Peters with a good swing. Eriksson tries to stuff it down. And finally, she helps win the point. No, they're going to call this on a net touch on USA. So Eriksson was up with the net doing fine work, but she must have just touched the net, she or someone else. That one goes off the antenna. So that was kind of an odd play. Erickson just kind of pushed that one over. Trying to find the weak spot on the Canadian side, and it seemed to work. 4 serving 5. That's a nice play by Peters. She rattles it off the blocker. 6 serving 4. Canada playing in front of a home crowd. This is the biggest crowd we've seen in the venue this week. And the most on the line. What a serve, but it is over. And then Peters gets a swing from the back row, and it's finally going to fall on the USA side. Really aggressive play up at the net. USA is going to cover this ball, but Satchel couldn't get enough height on it, and Erickson had no chance. What a serve from Heidi Peters. She is on fire from the baseline, and USA has called a timeout. Well, I'm still having Peters down for 4 aces, but that's got to be at least 5. 8-4 Canada leads here in set number 4. Maybe you're a new fan of the sitting volleyball game. You're wondering about the court size. Well, 10 meters by 6 meters. Obviously, it's smaller. The net height is 1.5 meters for the women. You are allowed to block serves, in case you haven't seen that yet. Something you will never see in a standing volleyball match. Back underway. 8-4 Canada lead. Peters. And again! I think it went off just the net, but did not touch one of the American players at the net. And the Canadians' reception there falls apart a little bit. We'll try to put it back together quickly. Erickson back at the line again. See if she goes back in the same place. She does. Picked up by Malenka. Here's Ellis. Now Matthews. Ellis upset about something on the USA side. She was instantaneous in jumping up. But she's the only one who's going to get the answer. USA within 2. Kozin pushes it over. Here's Ellis. Nice coverage by Malenka. Ellis again. That goes off the antenna, though. Peters, nice reaction by Webster. Here's Ellis, and that's going to score the point for Canada just as the U.S. had tied it. Canada comes back to inch back out front. This puts the ball into the hands of Julie Kozin. Kozin, the youngest member of the Canadian team at 23. Oh, nice job by Jennifer Oakes. Aggressive at the net. responding to USA's aggressiveness at the net. 2-point lead again. And we got a lift, not a lifting, but a lift call on Canada, and that's a fair call. Shafiq, nice coverage by Webster. And the one-hand set from Oakes. It was a little confusion as to where it was going. And the Canadians let it fall. We've got a 10-10 game here in this fourth set. Laura Webster has the ball now. Did a great job keeping that play alive and letting her team have a chance. Tia Edwards pushes it over. Chance though for Canada. Ellis covered by USA. Kept alive by Matthews, but shoveled down by Oakes of Canada. Really nice aggressive work up the net by Jennifer Oakes. She's got 15 points in the match. Only Heidi Peters has more. And an overpass USA. Canada chance. US responds. Oh, what a play by Erickson. And the block is there from Malenka to finish the point. What a hard-fought point that was. It was going to be either way. Both teams sticking with their starting lineup, other than the fact that Webster has played a big role for the U.S. And we're going to get a reserve here as that one was stuck between the two players up at the net. Oh, I was about to call it a free ball by USA, but then Shiflett just doing a beautiful job of making a free ball not feel like a free ball. And handcuffing Canada. Great play by Lexi Shiflett. You know why she's played over 100 matches for her country. And that's finally going to drop on the USA side. Satchel and kind of Haley, everybody did their best, but it's going to drop. Canadian lead is 13-11. Matthews is blocked. And that's going to go off the antenna. And it's point Canada, but what a fine effort again by Shiflett, and almost saved the day. Malenka tries to send it over on two. The back set to Peters. No touch, though. She didn't get a snap on the ball. And USA gets the ball back. Trailing by two with Monique Matthews at the baseline. Matthews has been a scoring machine for her nation this week. 13 points in the first game, 20 in the second yesterday. And continues to shine here today. Oh, what a play by Erickson. What a play. She was fired up after that one. That's at least 9 points in the game for her. Shiflett sets Erickson, tries to find a hole, kept alive Canada, free ball over. Here's Matthews, also a free ball. Malenka gets the touch. No, she doesn't, and she is flabbergasted. And the Americans have fought back to tie it. Another tough play at the net. Canada gets a chance to finish. Great dig by Satchel. And another great dig, this time by Ellis. Here's Erickson. Kept alive by USA. Erickson, another swing at it. Canada keeps it alive. Free ball chance, USA. Erickson again. Finesses the ball to the ground. What a play by Erickson. And USA has cobbled its way into the lead here. I think this is 4 straight points with Monique Matthews, 3 or 4 with her serving. Peters hammers that off hands, but coming right back was Edwards with a beautiful play. And a timeout call, Canada, as they watch that lead dissipate and disappear. And USA now back in the driver's seat by a couple of points. What a battle this is. Here's USA's track record in recent years. Gold medalists in Tokyo in 21. Gold medalists in Rio in 16. Pan Am Games champions in 2019 and in 2015 in Lima and in Toronto. They beat Brazil in the final of both of those events. So Canada has really come up in the rankings. As we mentioned, Canada played Brazil in the gold medal game at the World Championships last year and came up with silver. USA, after losing the semis, pulled off a victory over Slovenia. So this Pan-American zone is tops for women's sitting volleyball. Here we go. 2-point lead USA. Peters smartly off the hands of Shiflett. And that's going to give Canada the ball back and the point, down by a single, with Felicia Voss Shafiq, the 43-year-old from Burnaby, British Columbia, brings all that experience to the table. She has had a dynamite game here for Canada. She's got 12 points. USA, Erickson on the angle, hammers it home. She is so dangerous here from this power position. Malenka sends it over. USA takes advantage of the freebie, and then Webster just with a rocket through the middle. Great dig from Matthews. Malenka sets Ellis again, and she misses cross court. Canada going to that pipe attack time after time here. All of a sudden it's a 4-point lead, USA. Canada another chance. Malenka Peters goes smartly off the blocker and out. Quite sure she was going for hands there. This is Sarah Malenka back at the line. Erickson blocked, and then it goes off of Shiflett and out. Here's Malenka. That's a tough one to take. Dosti comes back in the place of Kenna Haley. See if Shiflett, what she has in store here. Takes it at Voss Shafiq. Here's Oakes, covered. Peters sets. Oakes again from well off the net, and that handcuffs Dosti. Canada's within 2 with their best server back at the line. Dosti makes up for that last mistake with a beautiful swing. She just contacts that ball so high. 21-18. Heather Erickson back to serve. Ellis blocked, covered, kept alive. This is going to be a lifting call against Oakes. And a timeout call. Nicole Bannon, Team Canada. Down by 4 here in set 4. They need a comeback to keep their hopes alive. All right, 4-point lead USA. We resume action here in the 4th set. The veteran Erickson puts it in play. Ellis, this is tight to the net. Great coverage by Oakes. Peters sends it deep. Matthews over. Malenka covers. Ellis blocked and down on the Canadian side. It's a 23-18 lead. USA players on their feet, those who can be. And they have match point. They have Paris match point. And the U.S. team is hopping, ready to celebrate. But not yet, says Jennifer Oakes. I don't want to watch that celebration yet. Traps that ball down. Posen is facing match point. Canada not done yet. Voss Shafiq with a huge point. Here's Julie Posen again. And it's blocked down, and it's another point, Canada. This winning point is going to be huge to try to get for USA, and so they have called a timeout to regroup. They just need one side out here, still with 3 match points. you're Coach Bill Hamiter, are you talking about what's at stake? No, you're not. You're talking about what you need to do. Here's the tactic. Here's the play. Make this play. You make it every day. You get the side out, and you finish it off. If you're Canada, you say keep applying the pressure. Keep covering the ball. Make sure everyone knows their role. Cozen now swings it way over to the right side to serve. Kept alive, USA. Here's Ellis. That's it! USA has qualified for Paris 2024. It took a few extra plays to do it, but they do it. And they capture the berth that was available here this week. They win this best-of-5 series, 3 matches to none. And in each, the Canadian team shows its fine form, but not quite as fine as this American team, which takes the final set 25-21. So they do give up a set in each of the 3 matches, but they find a way to prevail in each one of the 3. Today's match goes 25-22 USA, 25-23 USA. Canada takes the 3rd set, 25-19. And USA, you see it on the screen, 25-21, win the match, win the day, and win the berth to Paris 2024. And they'll go in as the 2-time defending champions at the Paralympic Games. So congratulations to the USA team of Webster, Shiflett, Ball, Erickson, Matthews, Dostie, Edwards, Satchel, Sheik, Kanahele, Nevis, Baker, Franklin, Coach William Hamiter, and his staff. They are off to Paris 2024. Canadian team with an absolute fight to the finish. These 2 teams will put on another show again tomorrow. They're not done playing. They'll play the middle match tomorrow, Friday, May the 12th at 4:30 local time. They'll play the final match on Saturday, May 13th. So it'll be good stress, maybe to put yourself in those stressful situations. It won't be quite as stressful, though. And Canada will try to win a couple of matches yet on their home floor. But this one is USA. They take the match, and they take the Paralympic berth. Hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. My name is Rob Snook. That's the wrap on another day of action here at the Seville Community Center and the University of Alberta in Edmonton. Back with you again tomorrow. So long for now.